Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. So, we have beaten the game, but there is a lot more that we could explore around here if we want. So, let's try and explore. See what we can do. Maybe we could just go back to the computer. Maybe that computer is going to do nothing. We had to wait for it to do something, but unfortunately there is nothing to be done. So, just gotta check everywhere else that we can. None of these doors are gonna do anything,
All
as
of
it
his
would seem.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep.
No matter how
So-
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm just wondering if it's going to say anything different here. Like any of these computer screens. Kind of curious what will happen, because that one just turned off. Maybe it'll turn on again. Maybe one of these will turn on again. Maybe nothing. So, I guess we just gotta go this way again. Like we did before. Only this time, we still strive to do something a little different. Is that a mirror, or is that a window? Let's look. Okay, that appears to be a window, because it says 456. Though we can't go into that room either. Wait. Awaiting input. Input received. Something is going to go on. How did I get on top of that? That is just weird. So input received from that one. How about this screen? Something is going on. My curious self. Back and forth. All these are going to do something. Are some of the others going to turn back on, though? How about back here? We've already been here once. Maybe there is something different. Nah, still appears to be all the same. Wonder if that painting's going to change at all. Or maybe we'll just go this way again, or even search any of these. Not too much to do then, other than
When
now,
Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
of course, we
he
enter
entered
the
door
door
on his left.
on the
This was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, maybe we do want to admire the lounge. I'm curious what it does look like. It looks like a good place.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Speaking of drink. Drink? Nothing's happening. I guess you actually have to put money in.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Alright. So,
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
the first open door on his left to get back to business, which is that way. Well, the first open door on his left, but there is still some stuff
Stanley was
here.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. All those signs, everything here. Yeah, that sarcasm. Guess workplace humor. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. But can we fall?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Nice. Really nice. Of course, it's just gonna send us back to the beginning. With no one here, I want to see if I can use this cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This
Really?
is, Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I didn't know anything about a her here. So, here we go, checking what we got. Another closed door, and this. So, what do you give me
That's
now?
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Alright, I'll pick it up. So, what now? What do you got
Stanley,
now?
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Is there still anywhere else that we can go? Yeah, right. I don't believe you.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, oh. You had to put up that brick wall. Nice story. Fine. Oh, look.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, the death? Press LB.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yeah, right. Press LT. Yeah, right. I'm just gonna... No, I can't press any of the other buttons. I have to press LT somewhere.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay. Fine then. If we watch TV if we want, but I don't know if I feel like it. I just want to go forward. But I can't go forward. I'm going to have to press RB.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah. So press X to spend time with the boys? What boys? I thought they'd all vanished.
So
But
he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I don't see the choice yet. And we can't go through that way either. It looks... Okay, now I see the chair. We'll
As he
prepare
wandered
dinner.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Pretty sure they'd want to hear a story like this. That'd be kind of
It
scary.
was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah, right. To tell your wife you love her? Okay, make up your mind. You thought I couldn't have a wife?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Alright, back to number 427 again. I'm going to press another button here, but it doesn't seem to be working, so I guess I have to press
I'm trying
X.
to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Sure.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Yeah. To question nothing. What if I just leave it like this? Oh, this is all coming back together. This very room. To question nothing. Pressing every other button except LB, but nothing. So I guess I have to press.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. It just cuts off. Well, I guess we're back in the office again. Yep, back in that office. But it looks like we'll be taking a break now, and we will be continuing next time.